All right, so next up is.
Homework reviews.
Oh
I
boy.
want I want you to go first this time.
Awesome. All right, Homework Reviews is up now, and I had the wonderful curveball after my amazing sister has been giving me awesome movies for The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. Number one, Ryan Reynolds. I could see Deadpool in him even then. There were a few lines in there. I'm not gonna lie. There were a few lines in there that I was like, that is perfect. And a few lines in there that I was like, that's exactly what I would say. I mean, I related to him because of my smart ass attitude that I have. I'm obviously not as attractive as he is, but I related to his personality quite a bit. Sandra Bullock, by the way, I don't know when this was filmed, but she's hot as shit.
2009.
Really? Sandra Bullock's still just fine. Just, oh. Oh my goodness. So there was good comedy through it. I wanted to see how it developed because I wasn't sure. They always teased that love interest of his from back in the day that she wouldn't go to New York, and you expect him. I expected like somehow he's got to get back with her. Nope. They teased her the entire time, and then it was just like and went over went this way. And I was like, what the fuck? She just dropped off the fucking movie. It's like they made two endings. Showed both of them, found out which one was better, and went with that one. So it was like a choose your own path adventure. I liked the blonde. I liked Sandra Bullock's character. I thought Sandra Bullock was awesome. I honestly think that it it would have meant more to me if he went with the lady that he went back to because he promised Miss fucking fake a heart attack on the airplane. He promised her I'd be more. I'll come back for my family. I'll stop leaving him out of my life as much. That to me was like I'm gonna come home more. I'm not necessarily gonna be job focused on it. And if he's home more, that was the whole reason he had to break up with what's her or she broke up with him so he can go live his life. And I was like, this is setting up perfect for that. And then at the end, he's just like, I gotta get to New York. And then he goes there and they make it up. And I was like, what the hell?
I
Um,
like because their relationship. It wasn't. I'm always a fan of relationships that grow. Like you're not instantly like true love at first sight. It's more in depth than that, and you accept each other's flaws, and you help each other change and develop and grow, and which is great. Like opposites attract
that,
and everything. So I think they balance each other out, which is one of the reasons I think their relationship works. Um, I I felt like this was a good choice because it wasn't over the top mushy gushy romantic stuff for you. It was legit. I
you
thought it was good
eased
comedy.
you eased me into a chick flick with
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds. That's what you did right there. And by the way, what was it? The stripper, the guy from he was a stripper. He was a minister. He worked at the store. He was also like a the like one of the guys that walks around with the food. I forgot what
Yep. Waiter.
waiter. Yeah, sure. He was one of he was everywhere, and I fucking loved
Yep.
that. He would just pop up, and he's like, it was enjoyable. It had its fun stuff. I liked Betty White, the baby making blanket. I've had one of those in my life. Not a huge fan of it anymore. I'm trying to stay away from that. I already got my two. And her
What about
line
the wood?
in the woods, her chanting.
Yeah.
That was enjoyable. Of course, it's Betty White. She can't do wrong on there. She faked her heart attack. She's like, fly to the airport, and he's like, we're not allowed to do that, ma'am. Don't make me call your mother. And he's like, yes, ma'am. And I mean, it's fucking Betty White. You can.
What about Sandra Bullock joining her in the chanting in the woods and the
Um,
song?
I liked Ryan Reynolds' line because again, that was one of the few lines that I saw that I could actually relate to. She's like, I was just saying stuff that came to my heart, and he goes, balls, it came to your heart, and I was like, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So I mean, I enjoyed their chemistry. I honestly wish it would have been something different of an ending than the perfect bow tie on it. I wish he would have realized what he had and her realization. He the other route that could have gone is seeing what you can become if you focus your life on everything. But he realized he wanted that, but he all wanted a family more. And seeing his family after shunning them out for so long, and seeing them as much love and care, and them missing him as much. I mean, that was one of the big downfalls of Sandra Bullock in the movie. She broke down. She ran away on the boat because she was like, I forgot what it's like to have a family. I haven't had one since I was 16. that should have resonated more with him than her, because he's going to lose that if he continues the lifestyle that he has in focusing. So I would have.
I think it resonates with her a lot because she's been alone for so long and she got used to it. And she, like she said, she
Right.
forgot what it was like.
Right. No, I'm not.
There, he still has the chance to fix it, yes, but like I still think it resonates with her because she's
yeah.
like, wow, I could be a part of this family.
Mhm.
I could find, whether it's this family or another family, I deserve to find this family too. And even just like her taking him away from that family.
Right, she felt guilty about that, but at the same time, you don't realize what you have till it's gone. And I wished he would have realized what he had prior to it being gone, when she could have been the one to say, you are going to lose this because of me. I would have liked him to get with the blonde. I enjoy Sandra Bullock, but the blonde, the school teacher, I mean, I think something would have worked out there. I really enjoyed that through. I enjoyed the movie for what it was, nothing beyond it. Ryan Reynolds, if it would have been a different actor than Ryan Reynolds, I would have given it half as many stars. And then if it would have been another actress than Sandra Bullock, I would have given it another half as many stars. But their chemistry worked very well on camera.
So this is what I was kind of.
I'm hearing my echo, by the way. I don't know what you did.
When I'm tracking like our homework reviews and how we do for each other with the homework, it's very simple. It's either green, yes, we loved it, recommend it, watch it, which is both of our first two movies that we did for each other. And then next is just like a yellow, like, yeah, I like it, it's okay. I
yellow.
Get why people like it. Yeah. And then red is like, what the fuck did you just make me watch?
Yep. Yep.
So you're giving it a yellow.
It's a yellow. It wasn't anything bad. It wasn't anything I'll purposefully hunt down. Good thing that you made me watch, what was the former movie, the last homework assignment? I already forgot what that one was. Good thing you made me watch Jumanji, because I had to subscribe to Stars. Guess what was on Stars? The Proposal. So it all worked together. So far so good on that. Your turn now, because I usually make you go first. You made me go first this week.
Yeah. So I had Spirited Away, which was the 2001 anime movie, which is like the second highest rated anime movie. Is that what you said?
Yep. It's a classic.
So I couldn't find it anywhere. I had to like download it like illegally on some random site and everything. And the first one I downloaded was all in Japan with no subtitles. I'm like, shit.
It was all in Japan? You mean Japanese?
Sorry, Japanese thing.
It was all in Japan. What?
Chinese? I was like, no, that's Japanese.
Whoa. You will get hate comments. You will get hate comments nonstop on a YouTube video if you mix up Japan and China, because I still get those comments. I pull up the phone, it's like, new comment. They're the same thing. Fuck you.
I even posted in the description, update. Yes, we know. I'm sorry. We apologize in another video. Here's video where it's our apology. Like, we know. But anyways, so finally found it.
Yes.
In English, and I didn't really know what I was getting into. Because
Good.
I don't watch a lot of anime. Like literally, I think Dragon Ball Z, all of it, Dragon Ball Super, all of that is pretty much the only anime I keep up with. I'll go and see all those movies. Like we went and saw Broly in theaters. All anything that I enjoy that because I grew up on it. This was my first experience to be thrown into a movie like this. And you told me you watched this on a first date from like one of those dating apps, right?
Tinder date. That is correct.
Yeah. So I don't know what this girl was thinking of, because it's a very, like, unless you are very much into this type of culture and movie, if this is just thrown at you, you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, it's just...
Don't judge my life, okay? Don't judge my life and the women I used to slide right for, okay? Don't be doing that.
Because I was thrown off, because I wasn't expecting it. Now, I started coming along as the story started progressing. I started liking it a little bit more and more. It's definitely different. So I knew when they stopped and they went into the place, and like she was even talking about like she could sense something was wrong, and they didn't realize. They're like, oh, we're going, and they sit down, they start eating, and I was like, they're so gonna turn into pigs. I don't know how I knew that, but I was just like, the whole setting and just everything.
Americans.
Eating, I was like, they're gonna turn into pigs.
Americans.
And it was just like, Okay, I got it. I didn't guess anything else after that. Like nothing else.
Curveballs left and right, isn't it?
I was thrown off the whole time. I did know that No Face wasn't technically a good guy, and when she invited him in, I was like, that was probably a no-no. I enjoyed when the baby and the bird were turned into the little thingies, and they just kept following her around for like a little adventure. And I was like, they're so gonna like her now. I liked the sisters that were just so opposite. Again, it took me a while. Like the first act was just like, what am I watching?
Yeah, I was the same way. When you're like, hey, nice to meet you, let's watch this movie, and you're like watching that first act, you're like, what the fuck is this? So,
Yes.
but by the end, I was like, this is fucking good. I really enjoyed it at the end. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. It was just like at many different points I was just like, this is really, really weird. But I was like, this is good. Like, I mean, I'll do the same. I'm giving it a yellow. Like, it's not something I'm just like, oh my god, yes, I love it. Which might upset a couple friends of mine who I had mentioned, June and her daughter Kaden.
They got excited.
The what?
They got excited when you said you were watching this.
So June and her husband Brad, and their 14-year-old daughter Kaden. Kaden is very much like Emma.
Okay.
And she's just actually a couple months older, and very much into her nerdiness. And her parents have sculpted her just like you have sculpted Emma. And when I mentioned that I was watching Spirited Away, June was like, oh my god, you gotta watch this movie now, you gotta watch this movie, oh my god, you gotta watch all of them. Like, she was very excited for it. And I was like, oh, this is a lot. But I understand why people like it so much. And once I got to the end of the movie, but at the beginning, I was really thrown off. I was just like, I don't understand what is going on. What are these things? Walking through the bathhouse and everything.
Right.
But it grew on me. It did.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That was kind of a iffy one I threw at you because you were either gonna enjoy the experience or be like, fuck this shit. I mean, you're lucky I switched it from Ghostbusters. You know, I'm gonna have to watch Ghostbusters on my own now just so I can assign you that homework at some point in time, because that is now a rule. One of us has to have seen it. Now, here's the thing. Since I did my review first, you give the homework first.
Yes, we will get to the homework first in a second.
Okay.
But I know we did our ratings. We both gave it like a yellow.
Yeah.
Which, like, yeah, we liked it. It's not our like, oh my god, yes, but we totally get it. You should see it. Like, it's a decent movie.
Right.
But I like to give ratings on a 1 to 10 base. I would love to hear your 1 to 10 base on The Proposal.
I thought I was the school grade person.
Okay, fine. You can give the school grade, and then I'll give my 1 to 10 on The Proposal, and then we'll switch. Because The Proposal to me, I saw it, like, because we had gotten so sunburnt we couldn't go out in the sun anymore, and we were on the lake, so we went to the movie theater back to back.
C-. It's a C-, D+. D+, I might give it a D+ at best. Yes.
Oh my god, I'm disappointed. But you gave it yellow. Like, you would say, yes, watch it. I see why people like it.
I'm pretty sure if I got a D+, I passed the class.
Yes, technically true. I don't know grading systems now. They changed so
D+.
much.
It's a D+. I'm bringing it down to a D+. There's only a few movies that get A. Like 3 or 4 in my life have gotten an A, and like 1 or 2 have gotten an A+.
Okay, all right. Well, I do the number basing.
I know.
For the
Go ahead.
Proposal, I gave The Proposal.
Whoa. I don't care about your opinion on The Proposal.
No, I know. I'm grading The Proposal because coming from a girl, as a girl, The Proposal was a great movie. I loved it. Like, and you being a guy, like, you would see it with your girlfriend if you were dating. It's a better date than Spirited Away.
I don't go to the movies for a date. I'm sorry.
Well, you're going over to somebody's house to watch a movie. Would you
That's
rather
different.
put on Spirited Away or Proposal?
Probably Spirited Away. Yeah.
I guess The Proposal is a scary.
I don't need her being turned on by Ryan Reynolds. I need her being turned on by me. So put fucking anime on and let's roll.
Okay. Well, Spirited Away, on my 1 to 10, I would give it a 6.5.
Okay.
Yep. Still good. I understand why it's popular. I definitely get it. You have to be into that genre to really like if you're into that genre, you're probably giving a way higher number. Obviously, it's rated as the second highest anime ever. But if you're not into it, it's going to be more of a 6.5.
Gotcha. Sounds good. All right, start us off.
So, new homework week 4.
Yes, week 4 of our homework, which I'm gonna right off the bat say I'm very happy with us getting our homework complete. I'm doing better at homework now as an adult than I ever did as a child, so I appreciate this.
I'm still procrastinating as much. Like, it's horrible how much I'm procrastinating. I just watched our last homework assignment, 2 hours. Like, I finished my homework assignment this last week, and then we jumped on stream.
That's the first time I've done it as well. I finished. I was going into class. She was like, "Turn in your homework," and I was signing my damn name to it, and I turned it in.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
exactly,
I'm sorry,
me
Clark.
too.
I'm sorry.
I'm hoping I'll get better at it, and I'll start doing them sooner, but we'll see. So